pants.
Once again, I haven't got the damn music lined up. Where is it?
Restart.
No. Hang on a minute.
Oh,
You are in the zone with Cranky and the Swagman, except this time it's the chill zone. We've changed things up a bit, and I'll talk to you guys about that in just a sec. Hit the music. There we go. Anyway, you get the idea. We're pretty cool and we listen to cool music.
yes, we are awesome, man. We only listen to cool music.
But I believe we have a little bit of explaining to do, because anyone who has gone through our catalog in the last week or so, which is nobody, will notice that we made some changes, or I made some changes. Firstly, we've changed the name of the podcast to The Chill Zone because, frankly, neither Swagman nor myself work in traffic control anymore, so there's no fucking point talking about it.
Yeah,
Sure,
exactly
we
right.
have a traffic control based Facebook group, and we always will.
Yes, that
And we'll
won't
talk
change.
from time to time. We'll talk about stuff that goes on there, but like generally, we're just going to talk about the stuff we have been talking about, which is just a pair
Random
of
shit.
guys talking about random shit to do with life. And to be frank, there isn't really a lot to talk about with traffic control anyway.
No, I think we've covered every topic from policies to legislation to what happens within the workforce, PPE, all that kind of jazz. So you can
All the
listen to all
way
our other
down to
episodes.
how to not make your fucking sandwiches soggy at lunchtime.
Yeah, and the best way to do that is by going to On Track Meals and
Yes, that's correct.
putting in the zone 10 for a discount code and having your meals ready, not having to worry about soggy meals. So check out On Track Meals.
They are seriously good. I've got one just sitting there as an
That was
emergency
a good
meal.
segue.
It really was. I got one sitting as an emergency meal in my bus driver's bag because sometimes you just get sent to a random spot to have lunch. They'll
Yeah,
be like
well,
go
that's the weird thing.
they'll be out, like go out to Emmett's Farm Road and then 1 hour meal break Emmett's Farm Road. I'm like, there's no fucking thing around Emmett's Farm Road. Where am I supposed to get lunch from?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
now have
keep that
lunch.
in there.
Yep.
On Track Meals.
What have I got? I think I've got the uh,
But hang
I've
on,
got the lamb stew or
don't
something.
you need hot water for those meals?
No? No, you do not need hot water for those meals. You just need water.
You just need water, that is
And
right.
for that, I have this guy. Nice little black water bottle.
Is that your lunch
And
one or is that your drinking one?
yeah, that's my both.
Both.
I fill it up any opportunity I get. So like anytime I get to a bus stop that I know has drivers' facilities tucked away somewhere, I just run in there, fill the water bottle back up. And if I need it
Bus driving's a weird one as well, because 1 minute you'll be in town, next minute you're getting called up going, by the way, you're about to travel 3 hours out of town.
Oh, you don't get called up. You get a written shift back. Actually, yeah, you're right. Sometimes you do get called out if you're on standby like I am.
Standby, yeah.
And they're like, oh, we need you to take this trip that goes out to the middle of fucking nowhere.
Bumfuck nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you ever get passengers on those runs, or you go out there sometimes and you just have an empty bus going there and back?
It depends on the run, really. I got one, I think it's the 881 here that goes from Campbelltown to Menangle.
Mm-hmm.
And Menangle is as close to a podunk town as you're going to get this close to Sydney, right? It's like it's got a pub, a post office, and a couple of houses, and then that's it.
Yeah, right.
Now, and a train station. For some reason, Menangle has its own train station.
It must just go from one side of town to the other, which you can probably do in 10 minutes.
I think it started off as a freight station back in the steam
Yeah,
days
right.
because it's Menangle used to be a beef station. So,
Yeah, okay.
you'd load all your cows onto the train and then
Hmm.
it'd take them to the port. But it still has a train station.
Is it
So
active or is it
yeah,
just
it's
not
active.
non-active? Yeah,
It's
right.
active.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Once again, nobody actually takes it.
Yeah.
No one stops there. But my point is, I have the most of the time I run empty for that trip. It's just a fuck around trip.
Yeah.
It's a
Take
way for
take a
the
meal, take
for
an
the
iPad.
company to make a bit of money, you know. Um, and then one day, a couple of weeks ago, this lady got on the bus. Okay,
No way.
one single lady got on the bus. Not only did she get on the bus, but she rode it all the way from the beginning of the trip to the end because her house is where I do the U-turn to start the return trip.
Oh, no way.
Her
Uh,
house is its own bus stop.
oh, that's insane. I would love to have a bus stop outside the house. That'd be sick to actually have a bus stop right outside your house with a shelter over it,
Yeah.
knowing that you could just walk out the front, go, yeah, I'm going to get the bus today, bugger driving, and it's going to go straight to the train station. That would be cool.
I got one down the street. It's not really outside my house, but it's within a 5-minute walk.
I don't think they'd ever put a bus stop near our area until it built up a bit more because
Mm.
we're classed as a higher risk fire danger zone, which but we've got a train line there, but we are surrounded near that train line by
Mm.
bushland.
Mm.
And there's a protected area of bushland just down the road from us, which I don't think will ever go up in flames. But speaking of fires, that's what they thought about Boddington as well. And I don't know if you've seen it on the news over there, but it's pretty well gone all over that Boddington gold mine
Yeah.
um, got evacuated because there's fires out there, and it looked pretty gnarly. Like I was getting photos and videos sent through, tagged in videos of the bus going through the fire,
Mm. Yeah.
and you could see all the trees that are on fire, all the embers flying around, heavy smoke, and then obviously they're being escorted by a fire truck as well. So um, yeah, it was pretty intense for what was going on, and I believe it's under control now,
Mm.
but the they're still sort of fighting it, So, but it's been downgraded, but they're still not allowed to go back to the area. But
Mm.
saying that, I will find out on tonight's news what is going on because I'm sure there'll be an update about it. Um, but yeah, that was very close to home. Boddington's only a couple of hours from where I live. So that was fairly close. We were never in any sort of danger or
Mm.
anything because it's just still too far. But um, everyone thought it was going to be like the eastern states where they had the mass fires in the forest land when the debate was whether they were allowed to backburn or not, and they were told the fireys even told them we need to backburn. There's going to be a fire. Turns out it was a volunteer firefighter that started the fire. So, that caused mass destruction.
It wasn't just one volunteer firefighter.
No,
Some
I
of
would
it
have.
was accidentally started. Some of it was started by kids just being dickheads. But the point is, it spread
It was
so
spread.
quickly and so far
Yeah,
because we were not allowed to backburn.
backburn, and
And
that's the worst
I
thing
remember
when
that. I will never forget that year,
nah, and you
2019.
get people that tell you that are fully qualified to say we need to backburn. This is the prime time,
Mm.
otherwise there's going to be a mass fire, rah rah, and the government sitting there going, no. What entitles the government to tell the professionals no?
I
You
don't
are
know.
not a
That's
profession in the field. Would you not listen to the professional in the field to go, hey, if we don't do this, there's going to be mass fire that's going to turn out, and look what happened.
I never get it. I never understand because the thing is, these people own houses here too. Like
Yeah,
all the politicians and that in Canberra and the politicians here in Sydney, the big wigs who make the decisions for most of the country, they all live here.
Yeah.
They lived in the fire zone, so I don't get what their
Yeah, it
thinking
made
was
no
when they said
sense.
no to the bag burning.
Yeah, I think what it was because I think it was Malcolm Turnbull we had, not Malcolm Turnbull. Who was the other? Who was who was
Um,
it? No, it wasn't McGowan. It was the guy that went on holiday while Australia was burning.
Turnbull, yeah,
Yeah, it was Turnbull,
Big
wasn't it?
Mal, yeah, I think
Yeah,
so, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Everyone,
And then he came back trying to shake hands with all the residents, and they're like, "Fuck off!" And it
the
was like
fi-
a forced handshake. It's like,
the
yeah, mate, you're
firefighters
not.
literally told him to get fucked, and then they paid some cunt to come and shake his hand.
uh, it's at that moment you know that your credibility is
Mm,
it's gone, it's shot. You've got no chance um at redeeming yourself. And I feel like the only reason I get onto this topic because I feel like with what's just happened with the Bondi terrorist attack, it's
mm,
the same situation all over again, which is we have a prime minister that left the borders open, refuses to accept that there was a problem. He was warned about the problem. He was told in advance that threats had been made. Pauline Hanson, there
mm.
was a media release done saying that Pauline Hanson's now taken Albanese to the federal courts. Um, whether that's true or not is still yet to be verified, but it is out on multiple news sources apart from Channel 9, Channel 7. So
It'll
who
be
knows?
interesting to see how that goes. I mean, right
it,
now
it
she's
would.
she's definitely the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I
And she's
feel like
very, very, very much the lesser of two evils,
100%. And I feel like she's the more popular one at the moment. If
which says a
we
lot.
would,
That
yeah,
says a
exactly.
lot.
After all these years of this, everyone hating on Pauline Hanson and
Mm,
all that sort of thing, she's now starting to gain the momentum to the point where if we go to election, I think people are just going to go Pauline, 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 and vote her in.
mm,
People are now going to be more aware of their votes
yep.
because it's out there now that preference voting is a thing, which I don't think a lot of Australians knew about.
Mm,
So now
mm,
they're going to be looking at the party that they're voting for, going, do they preference Labor? And if they preference Labor, they're just going to go, okay, I need to vote for someone else.
mm.
So I'm sure people are aware of that now. Um, it'd be
This whole
nice to
pre
see
this
change,
whole
but
preferential voting thing is utter bullshit anyway.
oh, it's crap. Like you look at America, like how good do they have it with Donald
Mm,
Trump in power? They've got it so well. Um, you get your firearms. He's put tariffs on countries. Now, if Australia put tariffs on countries, we'd be clawing back a lot of money. Donald Trump's just like tariff, tariff, tariff. And came out and told people,
mm.
I love the word tariff. Like he loves it. And it's clawed back so much money. It's ridiculous. So if we had someone with enough balls like Donald Trump, we probably wouldn't even be in half the problem we're in. He's closed the borders to America, and now you've got to pay to get in.
Mm,
So unless
mm.
you've got $1.2 million, you ain't going into America at all as a resident or even a temporary resident. So
Can you go on
it
holiday though?
you can go on holiday.
Good, because
However,
I'd very much love
it,
to go visit our mate Steve Van der Heiden. At some
it'd be
point, if I
awesome.
ever won the lottery, I'd do that. Go visit
And there's a lot of things I would
old
buy.
mate
There's a
Stevie.
barbecue shop I want to suss out over there because they've got a lot of good shit over there, and I want to
Mm,
bring some shit back. But for us to now apparently travel to America, they're now looking at like 3 or 4 years of history of your Facebook, social media,
excuse me. Yeah.
who you've been contacting in the last like 3 years, all this kind of stuff. And if you fail the social test, you get denied entry into America. So if you badmouth Donald Trump, for instance, you ain't
Mm.
getting into America. They just go, not declined, you can't come in.
Oh, that's it. I'm not getting
No
in.
visa.
I'm out.
Mm. So it would be awesome to go over there, I reckon. Have a chill zone with three-wheeled bicycle.
What?
I reckon creating an episode with them would be awesome.
And speaking of three-wheel bicycles, I was listening to them today, their latest episode that came out on the 23rd of
Yeah.
December. Um, and he mentioned something interesting. Apparently, the other day, last week sometime, was something called Roots Day, which is not what I thought it was. It's to do with it's to do with your family origins, and it's
Yeah,
supposed to
right.
be a time to reflect upon your genealogy and like where your family came from.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't
Interesting.
know,
I've
I thought
never
that
even
was a
heard of it.
pretty interesting idea. Like I myself, I'm a pretty avid family tree builder. Um, I can I can pretty well trace my genealogy back like 7 or 8 generations.
That's insane. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been using that ancestry.com page, and I've done the DNA thing.
So
So
did
you
I.
get a DNA kit sent out to you. You go get it swabbed at this place that they do them at in Perth here. There's only
Mm,
one place that does it, so I'd travel all the way to East Perth for it.
yeah, yeah.
Get your kit, done the kit, and then send it back.
My
Um,
mine got mailed to me.
yeah, mine was the same. So it gets mailed to you, but then you
Mm,
have to go to an actual place to get them to do the swab. And then, which I thought was weird because I thought, hey, they're going to mail it to you. You could swab your own mouth, put it back in the tube, send it back.
yeah, that's what I
But
did.
that, apparently it had to be done, and they had an official document that mine came with. Um, I don't know. Maybe they've changed it up now where you can just do it at home, send it back.
They
But it
probably
is an
they probably
awesome way
had
to connect family.
they probably had someone being a smart ass and like they shoved the swab in their dog's mouth or something.
I would, yeah, most
And then
likely. And then they couldn't match anything. They're like, what
s-
is this?
sent it back and the lab technicians they're like, this is 100% canine DNA. What's going on?
Yeah, this is canine. What is this? Yeah, no,
This is
it's
animal abuse.
yeah, yeah. No, it's an awesome way because I've connected with family that are not even in Australia. Like I've got people in the tree that are from
Mm,
Germany and very like Slovakia type
mm.
areas that I've never even heard of. Areas that are just you go, what the hell? Like how are we family? But you then click on their profile and you can see if you pay for the premium package, you can see the whole tree,
No,
and
that
it's
makes
all
sense.
these
I
old
mean,
photos, and it's just
uh,
like wow, like it
I'm
goes
pretty,
back so far.
I'm pretty sure Mikhail is a Sorry, I'll edit that bit out.
It is
I'm
a
pretty sure
German.
your last name is a German name, so
It is. It's a German Czechoslovakian name. So
mm,
yeah, there's family all over the place. It's that is you wouldn't normally know about.
mm.
So I'm getting sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth cousins,
Yep,
that
yep,
I
yep.
didn't even know existed. And they're just like, hey, we're related. I'm like, are we? Like, yeah,
Mm.
so and then I look at it, I'm like, oh shit, we are. Like, so
Well,
and you
I
know,
I put mine through expecting to get something really grand and cool
yeah.
out of it, and then it was like 86% white South African. I'm like, I knew
Ah,
that. I could have told you that,
yeah,
but
yeah.
then the
Yeah,
rest of
but
it
did it give you
was
any parts of South Africa, like your 10th from Cape Town, or your 70% from this part of South Africa? Like, did it give you any northeast, south sort of family relatives, or
if I remember correctly, it did. Um, but most of my family's from Cape Town anyway, and it turns out most of them have lived in Cape Town for 200 or 300 years.
yeah, it's awesome to know that you can connect this way of doing it. What
Mm.
sucks is the charges that they want to charge to access that information. Like
Yeah, it's like
it,
$169 a year or something stupid
yeah,
like that.
you would
Which,
think, hey, we want to help people,
mm,
but yeah, charge them for it. But if they've bought the DNA kit, you should give them access, unlimited access to the website for life
so,
because they've bought the DNA kit. Why should it be an ongoing charge and fee for
mm,
something that
mm.
your back of house AI system is doing? You're not doing anything other than every now and again
And it's,
periodically updating it. You're not doing anything. Your AI
mm.
system back of house is doing all the connecting.
and it's really only something you're going to use once as well. Like, why?
Exactly right.
For the biggest part, it's something you're going to use once, and then they
Yeah,
go, oh no, okay, well your trial has run out, so now
and that's it.
we're going to knock 70 something percent off of your tree. All these people that you connected with are now gone,
Yep.
and you know, go fuck yourself. So I hope you enjoy that.
Pretty pretty much, and unless you wanna pay another $60 for the month,
Mm,
um, you are stuck with what you had on there, and that's it, like your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, the ones that you personally added, but
mm,
anything that they've added, you can't see anymore, which is annoying.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
for on my end, I can still access messages and send messages to those that I already connected to, but if I didn't connect with any of the ones that they showed me, I can't access them anymore,
yeah, yeah.
which is
Well,
annoying.
oh, they did the same thing with me. They give you a month to get it all together, and then they're like,
Yeah,
well, actually, either pay for the whole year or you're going to lose access to that.
loser.
Which,
And they keep sending you emails of people that, "Oh, you might be related to this person." You think, "Oh, yeah, okay, this is a new one." And then you open and you're like, "This person's already on my tree. What are you talking about?"
mm,
Like,
mm,
why is your system saying, "Hey, this is a new addition"? I've already got them on the tree. Like, it's not new. So I always get excited when I see those emails come in and think, "Oh, beauty, someone else is connected with me." And I'm like, "Oh, Alan, my uncle. I already have this person added already."
I
Like,
think what it is someone else in your family updating or building their family tree, and then they're
triggering
going,
out.
ah, okay, so this family tree sort of lines up with this one.
Mm,
Um, we're going to say we've discovered this new person because that the two sort of line up, and hopefully these people will get in touch with each other and correct each other on some data. But
mm.
you know, once again, that's something you can only do if you pay for the whole subscription.
That's it. And what did you find out on your sort of background, your family side of things? Was there anything new or family members you didn't know of, or you pretty well
Yeah,
knew of them?
yeah, it went back a couple of hundred years actually, like several
Mm,
hundred years. Um, Really, what I was hoping to find was my grandfather on my mother's side genealogy because he's a
mhm,
Sutherland. So I thought, oh yeah, he's gonna have Scottish descent. That's gonna be
mm.
cool. Um,
Rich and loaded, let's go.
hey,
I said, "Rich and loaded, let's go."
I wish. No, no. It turns out he's a purely Afrikaans Sutherland.
Ah, spewed. Yeah, no, I was hoping I would, find a rich nana or someone really wealthy and be like, "Hey, we're
Mm.
related, let's catch up." Yeah, no, nothing, no luck there.
Well, one weird thing that I found was that my dad and that same grandpa were related by law before my dad met my mother.
Yeah, right, okay, so
It was
oh, that's funny.
it was due to a marriage several
Yeah,
decades before my grandfather was born. One of my grandfather's um, ancestors married one of my dad's ancestors.
and did they know they were related and they
No.
had Oh, no. See, that's the scary thing about this Ancestry.com. Imagine not knowing who your family was.
Mm,
Like, say you were an orphan, right? Hypothetical. And then you met this girl and you're like, oh, damn, we get along so well. And all of a sudden you start dating, do the normal shit that dating couples do,
mm,
get
mm.
married, have kids. And then one day you decide, oh, let's do the family tree, see if we can find out anything about the family. And it turns out it's your sister you've been sleeping with the whole time. Like, sister that you
Didn't
didn't know about, or a family member or a cousin that you
that
didn't know about. Like,
that happened to one couple, didn't it?
I'm pretty
A
sure
little
it
while ago?
happens a
Yeah.
lot of the time. Um,
They found out that they were actually long lost twins or something like that.
yeah, and
Um,
it's so weird that, when that kind of thing happens, what do you do? Like, do you just go, "Oh, fuck it, we've been doing it this long, let's just stay together," or is it at that point
Probably.
you go, you know fuck, we're actually related, but we need to get a divorce now, like, but you would think, obviously because 'cause you've created your own families, so everyone's, doesn't know of the other, so figuring this out and then finding out who your sister is, your cousins, mum, dad, all that, well, you would think someone would reach out and say, "Hey, you're
Mm.
actually related?" Like, at any point, do they even bother to say it? No, they don't. Everyone just stays quiet as if, "Oh, they will never find out." Like, it's ridiculous. It's yeah, and it's you would think you'd wanna find that kinda stuff out before getting married, like, you'd think, "Oh, let's do an ancestry thing just to make sure, or a DNA test or something." Especially if you look like the twin situation. So where
Yeah.
you're dating someone that you have so similar interests in, you're almost identical. You would think that would trigger something in the brain to go, "We should probably do some sort of DNA thing before
Well,
taking this
I think
further."
this couple weren't identical twins. They were just twins.
They're just
Um,
twins.
and they got separated at birth for some reason. But
Mm.
no, no, in my dad's case, it was only related by marriage.
Ah, okay. So, see, they got the lucky end of the stick.
Yeah. So, and that's sort of forgivable considering how small of a town the Cape Colony was
Yeah.
in the late 1700s when it happened. So
And
it's like
it wasn't
you were
exactly the
bound to have a
safest
little bit of inter-family mingling there.
mingling, yeah. And South Africa's not exactly the most safest place, is it? Like, it's riddled
No.
with crime. Like, apparently there's a rich part of South Africa, and I'm yet to understand how you can have gangs and crimes in one part of South Africa, in a space of what, half an hour or so down the road, you've got this rich luxury type area where be dared if anything bad happens in that area. Like, it, would it not?
It's very much the same way America does it,
Yeah, like,
really.
well, yeah. There's areas apparently in America that the cops just won't travel.
Yeah.
They just won't go into the area because it's too dangerous.
Mm, mm.
At that point, would you not be calling in the military going, "We're not gonna let a gang sort of run a suburb?" Like, why would you allow gangs to run a suburb? Like, I'd be
Mostly because a lot of those gangs started off as their own police force just because the cops didn't want to go into that area.
yeah,
So, like take the Crips and the Bloods, for example, they actually used to work together back
yeah,
in the 70s and 80s when they first started up. They used to work together to keep the peace in their area because
yeah,
the cops
wouldn't.
wouldn't go in there, right? So then eventually they started up this turf war and they became enemies. And that's the same thing that happens over in South Africa. It's this idea of where you get extreme wealth, you also get extreme poverty,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, like,
you've got to take the money from someone.
yeah, right. And, speaking of that, I think Dubai is the only place where there isn't any poverty. The government actually forcibly puts money back into the community, almost like
Mm,
Dubai is a really good example of that, because there is no poverty in Dubai. Everyone's got a job, everyone has money. So they don't
yeah.
have poverty in Dubai. It just doesn't exist. China, in terms of their advancement in technology,
Mm.
you go over there
Mm.
and they're so advanced in rubbish recycling and all that, and how they maintain their roads. They don't have potholes, they don't have rubbish on the roads. You so much as litter over there, and you could be arrested.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's very well drilled in, like, it's almost military. They've got it in line on every angle where it's clean. There's no rubbish. There's no potholes. The government over there is, yeah, very controlling, very corrupt, but they know how to put money back in to their society where it can function.
At the
So,
same time, if you are caught littering in China, it's like $1,000 fine.
yeah. Yeah, it is ridiculously,
And that's 1,000 Australian dollars, not
yeah,
1,000 won or whatever they use in
yeah,
China.
yarn or yon or yeah, whatever they wanna call it over there. Um, I I wish we had something similar over here.
Mm,
Um, our government could learn a lot from other countries in terms of gang management, crime, all that kinda crap. It would be it'd be kinda cool to see. At least there'd be a lot more families, relaxed, a lot more people being able to survive over here.
yeah.
So it would be nice to see, but
I know a lot
yep,
of people, sorry, not a lot of people. Last time I went to Cape Town, right? It was very, it was very clean because the government had brought in this idea that they were going to pay people to bring in bags of litter to um, to the recycling centers.
oh, that's all
So we had all these homeless people who were just and crackheads and that who were just bringing in
loads of
bags upon
rubbish.
bags of litter, and now the place is spotless.
Spotless, there you go. You know what would be awesome? As if
Mm,
we could actually do a live broadcast at some point from South Africa.
that would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome, like, to be able to do a broadcast South Africa, even America with three-wheeled bicycle, we go over there
Yeah,
to be able to record this big session, just have everything, that'd be awesome. Like,
that'd be
traveling
fun. That'd be a lot of
podcast.
fun.
But, yeah, getting back onto the roots thing, I thought
Mm.
exactly what you would have thought. I'm thinking, roots? Like, what kind of, what kind of seasonal thing is this? Like, we have hot days on Christmas over here. We don't get snow unless you're in the mountains of, Australia.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
and I believe Tasmania for the first time had snow for Christmas. So that was a new one.
I didn't
It's
know
never happened.
Tasmania had snow for Christmas this year.
Yeah, I think it was Tasmania that had snow for Christmas. So
Well, that
that
explains why it's been so fucking cold here lately.
well, that's it. The other day, so we went through a heat wave of 42.3 on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And then the following day it dropped.
Yep.
So and Boxing Day it pissed down,
Mm.
which was great for my lawn because I saved on having to use any water. But it bucketed down. But it was
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
hot that when it came to Boxing Day, I'm sitting there going, "No, it's not going to rain. There's no way it's going to rain. It's been that hot that
Mm. Mm.
it's going to take ages for it to." No, the weather just changed like that,
Yeah.
and cold front came in, clouds went down, and the sun never came out again, and it bucketed down
Mm. Mm.
to the point where today I had to mow my lawn
Yeah.
because the lawn just went.
I'm I'm in the same boat. My lawn's my lawn's almost up to my damn ankle now, and I mowed it like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I've got to do mine weekly unless
Yeah.
it rains a lot. If it
Mm.
rains heavy, the grass grows so much quicker. 3-4 days, if I'm lucky, I've got to mow it again. Uh,
Oh yeah.
it is. Yeah, I hate that.
Well, today's one of those strange sort of days because the room I'm in is kind of warm, so I thought I'd go turn on the aircon before. That's why I left quickly. But the aircon's set to 23. Apparently the temperature outside of this room is so low that it just won't turn on yet. It's
You're
lower.
joking.
It's lower than 23, so I'm sitting here in a stifling, stagnant aired room because the AC won't go on.
Have you made sure it's switched on to your room?
No, the thermostat's just
Oh,
outside the
okay,
door
yeah.
there. Mm,
Yeah, no, so I've got this upgraded system in our house, and
mm,
that's what's good about the battery system that we've got. Hot day means that the battery consistently stays charged. We can
yeah,
run the aircon all day, and it costs
mm,
us nothing. So, with our aircon, we can actually isolate it to what room we want. But if we
yeah,
want a 100% aircon through every room, it doesn't change the speed or the power to get the coolness into that room.
Mm.
we went out early hours this morning, and I thought, "Oh, I'll turn the aircon on because by the time we get back, it's gonna be really hot."
Yeah.
And it was hot. It was hot outside. We walked into the house, and it was, like, snowing, freezing, icy cold. The house was locked up that well that all the cold air had just combusted into the area, and I was just like, "Holy shit," like, we had to open up the doors just to let the cold air out. It was that
Yeah.
cold inside. It was in the minuses, and even
Jeez,
now,
okay.
even with everything switched off, it's still cold now, like, it's just
Yeah, yeah.
starting to come back down to, like, a roomy temperature, but it's still I can still feel the breeze. So it is a very good aircon system.
Mhm, I
I
can
would
tell.
hate to know what people's power bills would have been like over Christmas. I feel like with as hot as it was, people would have been smashing the air cons. So I would think somewhere in the range of $400 or $500 potentially for a power bill over Christmas for people, which is
Well,
insane to think about.
let's see, mine for, let's see, the 25th. Mine was at $3.61.
Oh,
Mhm.
is that $3.61 an hour or
No, that's for the whole day.
for the whole day? Okay.
The day before that, we had the heat wave on Christmas Eve. That's when it reached $11.72 the power bill.
That's actually pretty good. It's not bad. My son just woke up from his sleep and he's just staring at me.
All through this,
He's
all through this week, this last week from last Thursday onwards. It's $16.19, it's $16.17, $13.86, $13.89, and then it dropped again because it cooled down on Monday, so it was $7.03, $8.06,
That's not
and
bad.
then Christmas Eve was $11.72
And was this you guys, like, running it, like, all day sort of thing or intermittent?
intermittently.
Yeah. So mine, luckily, is 0 throughout the day. It's nighttime where it chews up. So when
Yeah.
I had my son over for the first time since Christmas, he's like, "Oh, it's hot in the room. Can you have the aircon?" So we looked at the battery. We're like, "Yeah, it's on 100%." 1 to 2 hours later, the whole battery was drained because little did I know, he's gone out to the lounge room, adjusted it to 100% into his room on top airspeed, and it has just drilled the battery down to 0. And I was just like, "What are you
Mm.
doing?" I've walked into their room, and it's like an iced freezer block room,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
completely frozen in there, and I was just like, "How are yous gonna sleep in this?" So I was like, "Leave the door open, turn the aircon off."
Hmm.
"Oh, you're gonna let the cold air out." "Well, of course, it's like an ice room in here, yous are gonna get
Well, if you're
sick."
gonna run the air conditioner, share it with the rest of us, you little fucker.
Yeah, uh, but that was
Seriously,
interesting.
mine.
First night
Mm,
having, first year having my son that I hadn't seen for 10 years for Christmas,
yeah,
uh, was interesting. He's 11, got autism. So it's challenging on its own trying to navigate all the challenges that come with that.
yeah,
Um, which is it's how do you teach an 11-year-old with autism that, by the way, your brother and sister are still younger than you? You can't be watching Stranger Things or Jaws or scary movies on TV together because you'll give him nightmares. You know, they're battling out. I want to watch Stranger Things. No, I want to watch SpongeBob. Let's go with SpongeBob. No, I don't want to watch SpongeBob. Well, go to sleep.
I don't care what you want to watch. The TV belongs to me, so we're gonna watch what I want to watch.
It's going to be SpongeBob because you've all got a TV in your room. However, he's a 7-year-old and you're an 11-year-old. He is not watching Jaws or Stranger Things at night time before you go to sleep. Not happening. uh,
I'd let my
Yeah.
kids watch Stranger Things if they ever ask me, but they're not interested in it.
Yeah. Which is great for you. You get to watch it in peace. What are you watching? Stranger Things. Go away.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't want to watch it
Which
anyway.
the latest couple of episodes came out a couple of days ago, so I'm going to watch that tonight, I think. But
What is it about? All I know is it's like a thriller type series.
it's actually not that scary. What is it about? How do I explain Stranger Things in a nutshell? Um, Essentially, it revolves around a town in the mid '80s where I think they started experimenting with nuclear stuff in their
That's
local
right.
lab,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it ended up opening a portal to this other realm, and all these weird creatures got out and um, started to screw around in our world.
Yeah.
So
Right. Okay.
it follows this group of kids, or teenagers, as they go about solving the mysteries that this sort
Yeah.
of thing brought about, and figuring out how to or who to point fingers at, really.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously, this is all happening at around about the same time as the Cold War and all that stuff in
Yeah.
the show, so it gets kind of interesting.
Well, that brings on a new topic then, because I found myself watching old shows
Mm,
that, I haven't seen since I was a kid. So on Christmas Boxing Day, we ended up watching Miracle on 34th Street,
okay.
which is it Miracle on 34th Street? Yeah. Miracle on 34th Street with the little
Mm,
girl and the Christmas pageant and is Santa real, is Santa not real sort of thing.
mm,
Um, I ended up falling asleep, but then we're watching all the other sort of old shows, just old Christmas, like the Santa Claus one, the Grinch.
mm,
So
mm.
Christmas night, we ended up watching the Grinch with the kids,
Yeah,
which it's an old one, and the kids have seen it like 1,000 times because every time they come over, they go to bed, they put on the Grinch or a Christmas movie. But I found myself watching movies like The Grinch, The Miracle 34th Street, Santa Claus 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5,
yeah,
which apparently Tim Allen's meant to be bringing an old one out. And the other one I wanted to watch was Jaws, but now I think it's been moved to Paramount or
yeah.
Prime, and you've got to pay for it. And I'm like, I'm not paying for it. A few months ago, I was watching Free Willy. Just all the old stuff that you used to watch as a kid, and you sit there and you're like, how did I used to watch this as a kid thinking this was the best show ever? Because you look at how the movie was done, and you're just like, you can see how like it was fake, or the
Yep.
animation wasn't that good, and you're just like, how did I even think this was real? Like,
Same,
it's
same.
yeah.
I feel exactly the same. You're watching it and you're like, how did I not realize the shark is obviously rubber?
Yeah, exactly right. And and after watching all the extras and then
Mm,
going back and watching the movie, you're just like, now I see it. Now I can see how like and it takes that extra, going to the trailer and going to extras and watching how the movie was created,
yeah,
then rewatching the movie and going, oh, really? Like, same with Titanic. You would think, oh shit, like this is like a full intense thing. Like, you would never think there was green screens or any strings involved. You would actually think they've gone out into the ocean, deliberately made a boat sink to the bottom. No, it was all done in a studio with just a bunch of water, and they just sunk the boat, like
well,
fake ice
that
cubes and
that being said, I had a mate years ago when I was a kid who didn't realize that Titanic was actually a real thing that happened. Okay,
really?
but he loved the movie, absolutely loved the movie, and there I am trying to explain to him, right, like that. No, that was a real ship. It actually sank.
Yeah.
He believed that someone had managed to find a color camera in 1912 and went to film the Titanic sinking, and he thought that was the movie.
Oh,
I
that's
was like,
insane. That's funny.
wait, no, how the fuck did you come to that conclusion? There's clearly a modern day part and a
Yeah.
1912 part.
Yeah. 1912 would be black and white and definitely, nothing in color, and the way it was scripted is probably a good giveaway that, hey, this might be a movie. It's not that this camera guy just happened to be in the right places all at the right time and jumping from port to the bow and just in 2 seconds flat, there it is,
And
uh,
he's like,
like an
yeah,
Aussie editing.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And he's like, so you're telling me that this guy with a camera, he's there filming all these people just dying in the water. And I was like, no, no,
No,
that's
no.
not how it works.
No, definitely not. But
And
yeah,
this,
it is an interesting movie. The other one I watched was that, I think it's called Catch Me If You Can,
yeah,
where he pretends to be all these different things, a FBI agent. Um, what was that? The biggest one was the airline pilot, which that was a
Frank,
good.
what was his name? Frank,
Yeah, Frank something. I can't remember the for the
oh, that
actor's
was
name.
another real story. That was another true
Yeah,
story. Did you
yeah,
know
that was
that?
another true story. Yeah.
And he, the main character, he was actually in the movie.
Mm.
He was one of the extras.
Yeah, right.
The actual Frank.
Why would they not use him as the main part of the story? You would think, hey, this is
Oh, he was an old man by the time the movie was being made, but
oh, okay,
because that all took place in the 1970s.
yeah,
Um, so he obviously couldn't play a
to either
young man. And
play
I
it,
mean,
yeah,
if you could get Leonardo DiCaprio to play you, I'm sure you would.
yes, 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 you would.
Was it
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio? No, who played him in the movie?
Who played it?
It wasn't
Who played?
DiCaprio.
Was it Leonardo? Was it or for Catch Me If You Can? Who was the lead actor? The wife's now googling it, but it is a very famous. I thought it was actually, to be fair.
2022 film. Yeah, it was Leonardo
It was
DiCaprio. So
Leonardo.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks, he's another great actor.
Yeah,
Love all Tom Hanks movies. Seems to be really good at it. Who plays, Run, Forrest Run? Is that Tom Hanks?
it's Tom Hanks as
Yeah,
well.
it's Tom Hanks as well, yeah. Yeah, there's so many good movies that come out, and what sucks about these movies, well, not the movies per se, but Netflix and Prime, is they start to
Yeah,
remove a lot of these old movies and bring it to, like, a paid, like, or pay or rent buy type situation.
yeah,
You'd think
yeah.
they'd leave it on the free section so then people can just enjoy them later on. No, they remove them, bring it to Prime and go, "You must now pay to watch this movie if you wanna see it again." Which kinda sucks because that's the way everything's gone. Like, have you noticed how we don't have Blockbuster or Video Easy
Yeah.
anymore?
Mm,
Because everything has gone digital, gone
mm.
to Netflix. Like, the creators of Netflix, Prime, and Paramount Plus, and all these others, like, they've literally gone out and destroyed the way that, families engage with each other.
You know,
Like, it
we used to have a good time in those days.
yeah, I
We
know.
really
It
did.
it used to be
Like,
really good, like a Friday night, Saturday night. It's
mm,
like, "Hey, mum, let's go to the video store and get out a movie. Let's go see if it's in."
yeah.
And now it's like, let's just turn Netflix
And part of actually watching the movie was going to get it.
Yeah, and that was the exciting part because you'd go to new releases and go, "Oh, new release," having to go get the
Mhm,
DVD,
mm.
and actually having the experience of our kids,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
generations will not ever
exactly.
understand
They won't.
the enjoyment or the life that you we used to have
Mm.
growing up as kids.
And then
All
there
they'll
was
know
always,
is new modern age technology, AI, robots, nothing like what we got to experience. And I think
yeah,
there will be a time, and I hope we're still around to see it, where they bring back a Blockbuster or Video Easy as a, sort of modern way of doing it. Like, how Pokemon's come
Mm.
back as the new fad? That's what I'm
Yep.
hoping will
Yep.
happen again, like Blockbuster and Video Easy. They bring it back because it's become a new fad. But I think Netflix and Prime and all these other places
That
have
was a
dominated the market so well that there's just no chance of it coming back.
that was a that was a good video store memory. That right there. Mew versus Mewtwo.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah. And you used to be able to, yeah, you'd have to hire your video games. And
Hmm.
if they didn't have it in, you'd have to put your name down at the checkout to go, hey, when this comes back, can you call me so then I can play it? And then,
Yep.
of course, they'd be calling you up going, hey, it came back, but it's come back damaged and it doesn't work. And you're just like, oh my God. No. And that, and back then you couldn't just go to the PlayStation store and go, I'll just download it anyway. It was, okay, how do I get this game? Where do I buy it? And you couldn't just go to EB Games and just go
Mm,
buy
mm,
it. There was no EB Games. EB Games did not exist. There was no GameStop. There was no going to a shop to buy your games. The only way you could own the game was going to an international country and going to one of their gaming stores and then bringing it back and hoping that it would work. Or you'd have to hope that eBay would have it online and hope that someone wasn't going to scam you back then to then have the game sent to you. Because collecting the games were really hard. You could
mm,
buy them
mm.
directly from Blockbuster or Video Easy, and you'd pay a very big premium price to own that game. It was not cheap to own it back then.
Well, there was EB Games back then. I think EB Games went back as far as the 90s, but they definitely weren't as prevalent as they are now. Like you couldn't just
Yeah,
walk into any mall and expect to find an EB Games there,
exactly.
or
It was only
JB
certain
Hi-Fi for that
locations.
matter.
Yeah. And then JB reached out, and now they have all the games there and all the retro games.
Hmm.
There is a retro gaming store now that stocks all the PlayStation 1 games, Nintendo 64, Super Mario's, Super
Mm,
Nintendo
mm,
games, but it's all at a premium price now. So you pay a high price
yeah,
for all of your games that you want to. About 007 that you used to play on what it was that
and
Super
64.
Nintendo or Nintendo 64? That's the one.
Mm.
That was probably the best 007 game that they've done. I haven't seen a better one. Um, Hitman's the only thing that really comes
I was
close
going to
to
say
it.
Hitman actually probably overtook the 007 games.
Yes, 007 is now bringing out a new game. It's on the PlayStation Store, but won't be released, I think, till later this year or next year. Um,
Well, there
later
isn't going to be a
next
later
year,
this
sorry.
year, is there?
Yeah, it's later. Sorry, I keep thinking we're December now, so it's going to be later next year when it comes
Mm,
out.
mm.
I think it's about
Yeah,
March, April next year. I think it comes out. Um, and that's a new 007 game for PS5. But
yeah,
I've
yeah.
looked at some of the trailers and I'm just like, don't do it. Like, just leave it, leave it where it was. So
Who
I'm
they
gonna wait.
who they got playing 007 now? It's not Daniel
Um,
Craig anymore. He's getting too old.
no, I'll have to have a look at that. Give me 2 secs. Who
Mm.
is
Oh, are we being too loud? Okay.
so the last person to play was Daniel Craig.
Oh, okay.
And
No,
that
he's not in the game though,
no,
or at least he doesn't play 007 in the game. If he is in the game, it'll be
they
um
should have left it at Pierce Brosnan. Like they should never have changed it.
yeah.
Pierce Brosnan is the only real 007 that played it so well. Daniel Craig, yeah, he's younger and more agility, but you know, you can't get past Pierce Brosnan and the way he done 007. It just, I'm now going to go after our recording and I'm going to watch 007. So, that'd be interesting. See all these old movies come back. Probably have to
Mm,
pay
mm.
$20 to watch the damn thing.
Well, I don't have to pay $20 to watch 007. I've got them on DVD.
Oh, really? You got all the, classics, so you're gonna have to send
Not
them to
all
me.
of them. Not all of them. I've got the two of the Pierce Brosnan movies and Casino Royale,
Oh, nice.
which I liked. I like Daniel Craig as Bond, but
Yeah.
no one will ever top Sean Connery. I've seen a
Nah.
few of those, the old-fashioned James Bond
Old
movies,
ones.
and they're
Mrs.
mostly
Brown's
crackers. Some of them are shit, but
That's it. The other good one is, Mrs. Brown's Boys. Like,
yeah.
I started getting into that. The missus is like, "Oh, you should watch this. You'll get into it." And I was like, "Yeah, nah, not my thing." And I watched one episode, and then I watched another one, and another one, and another one. Before you know it, there was a movie that came out, Mrs. Brown the movie. And I'm like
Mrs.
watching the
Brown's
movie.
Boys, the movie. You
So I
gotta
was
say it
watching the movie. I
right.
was like, "Is there another one coming out?" Like, it actually is a pretty good movie, like a good TV series and a good movie. So yeah, there's a
hmm
few good ones out there.
It's interesting to think of all the dynamics between the actual actors and their characters, because the girl that plays Mrs. Brown's daughter is actually his wife.
Mm. It makes it more funny when they
And
stuff
then
up as well.
I love that. The kid who plays, what's his name? The real ratbag sort of kid. Um, Dylan, is it? Or something like
Mm.
that. Dermot.
No, damn it.
That's their son.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm actually gonna put that on after this.
And then they got a couple of like his mates involved in it as well.
Mm.
What was that? The one scene from the movie. It's called a horse, Dermot.
Yeah, he's the one that plays the stupid version, isn't he? He always
Yeah.
does something that's stupid or,
What the?
just
I love that bit
left
from the
wing.
movie. What the fuck is that? It's called a horse, Dermot.
Hold a horse, damn it. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Love all these movies. All the old
No,
movies are great, I
absolutely.
think.
I haven't seen
What are you
Mrs.
doing?
Brown's Boys in years.
Oh.
You know what?
Alright.
Um, I've been watching the old Mr. Bean episodes with my kids
Mr.
lately.
Bean, yeah. He just, made another one.
Has he?
Yeah, it's, Man vs. Baby.
Oh,
Man vs.
okay.
Watch that. It's really good. I think it's on Netflix. You'll love
Yeah, yeah.
it. Yeah, he does the same dumb shit as what he
Hmm.
would as Mr. Bean, but it's more of a eh, he actually talks more. It's not
Hmm.
mumbling, so there is more communication. Um,
Oh, Bean.
yeah. So, but it's still the same
Hmm.
way. He still does the same funny shit, but yeah, you'll like it. And it ends on a cliffhanger, which makes it even worse. So
Oh boy.
it's one of those
Uh,
ones where they're not gonna I don't think they're gonna bring any more episodes. I think they've just left it on the cliffhanger as to where to take it from here.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's why they've done it and gone, okay, how do we end this? And they've just ended it the way they did. I'm not going to spoil it because it's too good of a movie or TV series, but you'll enjoy it. So check it out and tell me what you think.
Yeah, I shall do that. But in the meantime, I
Man
think
vs. Baby.
I think we should tell these kind people about on-track meals. Delve into that
Yes,
a bit
let's
further.
delve into the on-track meals, um, and our sponsors. So
Yeah, our
on-track
biggest
meals,
sponsor.
we always mention these guys on every podcast we have done, whether it's myself, whether it's Cranker, we always talk about them because they are pretty good. They're really good.
That's
Um,
because we actually use their products.
we use their product relentlessly. And whether you're working, not working, retired, going on a boating trip, camping trip, FIFO, late night shift traffic control, or even a bus driver like
If
Cranky
for
is,
whatever reason you are an
any reason
outdoors person, you
whatsoever.
should look into this. It's ontrackmeals.com.au/in the zone. That'll give you your discount straight away.
Yeah. And they've
Um,
got Go Bucket, which is, or you can create your own box,
yeah, they have
which is
the
a variety of different meals, flavors. My favorite one is the braised beef and mashed potato, I believe it is.
Mm.
And it is amazing. Like I can't get enough of it. It's my favorite one. The other one is you got the dessert, which is I believe it's the rice. It's like a ricey pudding. I think it's
Rice
called rice
pudding.
pudding.
Yeah, just rice
Yeah,
pudding.
and it is
They
really
got a
nice as
couple
well.
of desserts. There's not just the one. There's a few
No,
of them, but
there's a few different ones, but that one's my favorite.
yeah,
Um,
I've got, like I said before, I've got the lamb and pearl barley
oh yeah, the
in
pearl. Yeah, that's a good
my
one.
bag. The soup, it's good,
The
right?
pumpkin and mash as well that they've got
Yeah,
now, I've
mm,
mixed that lamb barley in with the pumpkin and mash, and I
that's
put
what
it
I
into,
do.
like
Yeah,
and it tastes so good, like, it actually goes together.
it
So,
makes it
it looks like
so creamy and good,
so
doesn't it?
you cook it in its own separate
Mm,
bags, get them
mm,
all
mm, mm.
ready to eat, and then just mix it all into one bag and
Because the thing is,
and it
right,
tastes so good.
the bags, you can tear them open. They've got a top tear and they've got a halfway tear, so you can sort of tear them into two bowls if you
Mm,
want to, or you can have a bit of space at the top. And I swear this is the exact reason why they do this, so that you can tear it open. You can mix something else into the meal with it,
yeah. I think
and
that's
that's
why
just.
they've done it.
And then you got that go bucket. The go bucket, I think they've got either 3 days or 5 days, and they've got that thing is enormous, right? It's the
It is
size of
huge.
it's an
I
actual
remember when they sent us
25-liter
one.
bucket. They
Yeah,
did. Um, and you and I managed to split the thing, and I still have parts
and
left over from that
still
bucket,
I've still got
right?
parts left over from that sitting in the cupboard as well.
Like that,
Like,
like
it is huge.
they had biltong in there. They had protein bars. They had, what was it, like 15 meal packs or
15
something
different
like
meal
that.
packs, yeah.
And they sent twice as many heater bags.
Yep.
They had lollies, like, right? They send you out lollies. The only thing they don't
And
really
it's
send you out, which
almost
would have been
better
good,
than
is water purification tablets.
exactly, and it's better than going to the shop, spending
Mm, mm,
$200
mm.
on meals for your camping trip or, your work when you can just go $200 at on track meals
Yeah.
and have twice as much as what you would, which are ready meals. All you do is add water to the line that's on the bag, and your meal is ready. There is no waiting at crib for your food. There is no waiting in a line. There's if you're going camping, you're not having to set up big pots and carry a lot of bulky equipment that obviously you're going to chew a lot of fuel in.
Although you can set up the pot if you want to.
You can if you wanted to.
If you want to cook it the traditional way, you can also do that, but
Yes,
you don't
there is
have
that
to.
option. Exactly right. You just put it into some water, cold water, warm water, hot water, whatever water you got. Hell, you could even use your own urine and it will steam up. I can't
Yeah,
promise it will
yeah.
taste good, but
It
it
will
will
taste
do.
good because those bags are completely watertight, so
They are watertight.
no vapors or anything are getting in.
All
They
right.
deliberately designed these things to be able to be set off by liquid, not just
Liquid.
water.
Yeah.
So you
So it's
can,
any kind of liquid.
if you're in real dire straits, if you've got yourself stuck in the backwoods somewhere, you can pee in this bag and it'll cook your food for you.
There you go. You heard it from Cranky himself. Pee in your food bag. You will survive.
And that's ontrackmeals.com.au/in the zone. Or if you just want to go to their regular website, you just punch in the zone 10, all capitals, at the checkout, and it'll take 10% off for you,
There you go.
which I
10%.
think is not a bloody bad deal at all.
No, especially in this time of days where the cost of living is so much, to have that discount code,
Hmm.
which is these specials don't always come on throughout the year. Periodically, they might throw a deal out there and they say, okay, we're doing 20% off at the
Yeah,
checkout, still throw out in the zone 10 and you'll get your discount on top of that as well. So
yeah,
see how you
no,
guys
exactly.
go. Tell us your feedback on those meals. And if you think it's shit, tell us. But I don't think you'll be disappointed with on-track
You will
meals.
not be disappointed. But
I couldn't speak more highly. It tastes so fresh as well. That's the bonus
it
part. Is
does.
it tastes so good as if you've just cooked it in a pot, and that's
And
what that got
here's
me
the
on board with it.
here's the real kicker. It's Australian owned and made.
Yes, and what better place to have your Australian beef, Australian vegetables? Everything's done in Australia with this company, so you may as well support them.
And if you really, really, really want to find out exactly how good these things are, go to the YouTube channel Steve 1989. He reviews military rations, right?
Yes.
Go to his Australian videos, the modern Australian videos, and you'll be seeing him eat exactly what these guys serve because that's what it is.
Yeah. And you
These
can also go to
on-track meals
BCF.
provides for the military.
Exactly right. And you can also go to BCF or Anaconda or your local camping store and say, hey, do you guys stock the on track meals? Now, I know BCF and Anaconda have stocked them in the past and should still be stocking them now. Now, you won't get obviously the same deal as what you'll get online, but when the store has
We
sales
would
on,
really prefer you go to the website because
we would prefer you go
we
to the
get a little back
website.
from that for referring
Yes,
you.
you keep our podcast running by supporting On Track Meals and using our discount code.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right, guys,
with
we
that,
will
I'll
see you.
say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes, Merry Christmas,
Um,
Happy New Year to everyone. Stay safe and go spend it with the family. Don't be a homebody. Go out, go spend it with the family, and enjoy your holiday time that you have because who knows what the year will bring.
yeah. Well, that's kind of dark, but all right. All
Well, we
right.
don't know what the year's going to bring until the end of the year, and we'll find out.
Here comes the
Enjoy your.
outro music. Bye.
Take it easy, guys.